Hello fellow Peanuts fans, I'm Karen from CollectPeanuts.com. Today we're going to be talking about these two very similar sets of books. These have been in my collection for a while, whereas these I just bought. I saw them in an antique mall and they look to be in really great condition, so I decided to pick them up. These are weekly reader editions of Holt, Reinhardt, and Winston books. Just some basic Peanuts cartoons books. And the reason I bought them is look how immaculate they are. There's some minor problems here, like from the tag that was on the book from the antique dealer, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Always one thing to consider is where are the tags and how much damage will they do when they come off. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. I was recently photographing these for my collection, and sometimes I have no idea where the doubles are. I knew I already had copies of these, but this week they just happened to be on the bookshelf. So I was like, let's do a video. So I will show you my process for determining which ones to keep. I think this one is very obvious. I don't think anybody thinks I should keep the one that says 25 cents on it. This is a great one to read, but this is a great one to collect and keep nice. And you can see from the back how much the color has changed over the years. So this is an obvious one. I'm going to be selling this one. It's going in the shop. Let me know if you want to give it a home. Still a great book. Next up, these two. It might be pretty hard to tell the difference between them. This is the new one I just bought. This is the one I've had for a while. And right away I can see some problems with the new one. So let's see if you can see it there. At the top of the book, there's just a little bit of a dent right in here. Not sure if you can see that. There's just a little mark of like a sticker or something that was there. And let's take a look at the back of the book. There's a couple little problems that arise. This is the new one again. So there's this problem here. This little water stain, that might come off. There's also this sort of problem with this hardback book. So I think from the cover, it's pretty obvious which one I'm going to keep. I'm just going to look in the inside of the one I already had, see if there's anything that stands out that I wouldn't want to keep this one. And it looks pretty perfect. So the old one is a keeper. And of course by old I mean the one that was already in my collection. So these two are keepers. This one's going in the shop. And finally, the new one I just picked up, the old one from my collection. Right away I can tell this one's going to be a little bit trickier. They both have their little problems on the cover. And they both have some problems on the back. So let's go over the new one real quick. The top here in the corner is just a little bit dented. There's some discoloration on the binding here, just like little tiny spots. It's a little bit there. On the back, obviously, this is the area where the tag was. And there's just a little bit of a line here on Farron. It's the name of Frida's cat. So, compared to the one that was already in my collection, there's a little spot right there. Let's focus that. Thank you. Oh, there's a little bit of a stain right there. Again, there's just a little bit of a discoloration on the binding. It's not real apparent. You know, there's a little something there, a little something there. And on the back, it just does not want to focus today. Back, we've got that spot. So I think it's time to look inside. Again, this is the current one I owned. So it looks like somebody paid $3 for it. That was probably me. Okay, inside it's looking great. Yeah, no major problems inside. Like, there's some discoloration on this page that you can probably see, but that's not a big deal. It's just old paper. Old paper foxes after a while. So looking inside this one, so far so good. Yeah, this one looks great inside. All right. Oh, it's very tricky. On the front side, I kind of like this one because it doesn't have this big spot right here and this thing. But on the back, I like the back better on the old one rather than the new one. Also, I noticed that the green on this one is a lot brighter. It could just be different print runs. The final thing to look at would be, like, are these published? Sometimes, you know, like if it's a first printing or something, I'll take a look at that. The books. And there's nothing. Probably because it's a weekly reader book. I don't think they really follow that as much. Nope. There's nothing there either. Okay, I'm going to keep the old one. Because little thing, this the new one is just, it looks slightly dirtier on the ends. I know this one has that weird spot and this weird spot, but you know, I'm gonna go with the old one because of the better color. Now which pile's which? Okay, that's how we make a decision on what books to keep. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe, join us on Patreon if you want to see more videos like this. Support my Peanuts habit and your Peanuts habit by joining us on Patreon. Also join us on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and on CollectPeanuts.com, where all the fun happens. You have a great day. Bye!